It's time to play some stuff.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Play Some Stuff Guild Wars 2. I think most of you know what this video is going to be about today if you play this game. We're here in the Asura capital of Rada Sum, which is like a weird cross between a Disney movie and a Serious Sam level with all the pyramids, the technology, and all the fluffy stuff around here. But off in the corner, where no doubt a bunch of people are probably standing around trying to form parties and jumping all over the place, is the Super Adventure Box, which is what we're going to be taking a look at today. Now, the Super Adventure, there is one of them. There's one of those idiots that's running around jumping all over the place instead of just going into the instance. You don't need a group! Stop spamming group invites! You don't need 5 people to do this! Doesn't matter. People are stupid. Anyways, yeah, there he goes again, doing everything possible to distract me while I'm trying to do this video. Do I really need to go to the Eye of the North to do this? Because I will if I have to. Whatever. Anyways, now we've seen April Fool's jokes in online RPGs before. Shut up, NPCs! That's it, we're going to the Eye of the North. Be right back. There. Now I might actually be able to say something without some idiot or some NPC messing me up. Now, I told you this world was dynamic. Now, here's the thing. Guild Wars 2 is an online RPG, and RPGs, both online and offline, have had both April Fool's jokes and mini-games before. There have been things like the various things in the Final Fantasy games, like Blitzball and card games and stuff like that. And then World of Warcraft has the mini-games like the Plants vs. Zombies type thing and some of the other stuff that's buried within the game. But what we're about to do, once I leave the Eye of the North, which I can get to thanks to my accounts being linked to my former Guild Wars account being linked with this nice little portal stone, makes for a nice way to get some peace and quiet when I don't feel like dealing with the stuff in the game like right now. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the Super Adventure Box, which is hands down the best both minigame and April Fool's joke that I've ever seen in any one of these games, ever. Lots of people are already telling ArenaNet, do not take this thing out of the game after April ends, because right now, it's supposed to be an April 1st through April 30th event. And many people are saying, just leave it in the game. Find some way to leave it in the game, tie achievements to just what you do in April, but leave it in the game. And, well, let's go take a look instead of standing around here talking. Exit to Rada Sum? Yes. Okay, now that opening monologue stuff is out of the way, it doesn't matter what kind of morons are running around and jumping like idiots or spamming party invites. Interesting. Either that or everybody's taking an extremely long time to load. I vouch the latter. There were just a lot of people here a couple seconds ago. Yep, here they all go. There goes all the sound. Everything continues looking for group. The reason why people are looking for groups is because you use it uses the same system as the instances, and says recommended players 5, but it really doesn't matter. Let's go into the Super Adventure Box here. So immediately we notice the retro-looking logo that looks like it was done up in an old GIF maker program for making icons and stuff with a really low res and stuff like that. And what is this? Let's put that coin down because we don't need it. Let's drop this. I already, oh, I can't put it down? Okay, that's weird. It was working differently last night. So, what is this? First, you got the 8-bit music, and yesterday the Guild Wars 2 theme was a 8-bit and stuff. So, first, whenever you see these kinds of texts in Tyrian, you just look down in the chat log. Welcome to Super Adventure Box, World Discovery and Frustrating Challenge. A super coin is required for entry. I don't know why my guy's holding the coin by default. You used to have to go to this vending machine and get it to spit a coin out. Maybe it's something they've changed. But this guy with the big coin-sized mouth eats the coin. And what is this? Has someone at ArenaNet been playing too much Minecraft? This plus the 8-bit music really kind of adds to, well, it really kind of adds to the charm of this whole area. Actually, you know what? At the risk of you guys not being able to hear me, I'm going to turn the game volume up to closer to 50%. Alright, so we got the 8-bit music. I'm going to do this in infantile mode, which is easy mode. We're going to go to zone 1, even though I've already beaten it on this character. I'm just going to show you. First, you got lives, and you have baubles, which is currency in this game. Thank you so much for coming to my picnic. Okay. How do we advance the dialogue? Oh, wait. Oh, no.
The princess belongs to me now. You can never have her back.
Yeah, so a generic, like, NES era plot to match the music. Oh, no, the princess has been captured. You gotta rescue the princess. Did you see that? You must rescue the princess. Here, take this pointy stick and good luck with your quest. And I got a little homage to Zelda coming up right here. Doo-doo-doo-doo! We must not give up. Our super adventure begins. Our time is now. So, and then this has got to be an homage to, like, Ghosts and Goblins or something. We start our journey in a sunny glade, confident that we will find her. And let me tell you, how much time do they spend making this thing? I mean, look at it. Little thingies telling you where to go and stuff like that. So basically, you can run around, jump, etc. There's platforming in here, and you can hit things with your pointy stick. And all the everything's been normalized to play like an old NES game almost. You know, you do fixed amounts of damage. It's very hack and slash, even more so than Guild Wars 2. You take hits and stuff like that. Yeah, and these Minecraft graphics are hilarious. It'd be funny if someone at Notch got some ideas from this. So, because we're on easy mode, whenever we run into one of these clouds, we get this little rainbow, which allows us to bypass the jumping puzzle, which in this case is this. So I'm just doing this so that we can go through more of the level without me dying all over the place, because this is the kind of ooh, checkpoint. Because this is the kind of content. This is the kind of content that, seriously. Thought I could get that. Let me see if I can get back up there. I mean, somebody at ArenaNet has very fond memories of Nintendo and/or plays too much Minecraft. Yeah, take that, you stupid monkey. Anywho, of course you have little baubles which make noises like rupees and stuff like that. Oh, watch. Doo-doo! Yeah, there's some Nintendo and Minecraft fans among ArenaNet's people. Yeah, the reason why I'm doing this on easy mode is because these jumping puzzles are so clunky to do with a keyboard and mouse. I really don't like this. I think this game does have controller support, so I think I might get the controller support working and actually bust out the dual thumbsticks. Use one for movement and one for missed the jump. Use one for movement and use one for camera and play this like a Mario game. Because basically you only have one attack, unless you buy, like, a key or something that you can use to unlock a chest. Or health potions. Gee, I wonder what that's supposed to be a reference to. Doo-doo-doo-doo! So, yeah, I mean, like, this guy almost looks... Can you smash the vases? Oh, no. No smashing vase... Oh, wait, you can pick them up, though. Oh, you can smash the pot. Is there a heart inside? Oh, Zelda references! Yeah, here we go. Oh, man. You can pick up and smash vases in this game. Doo-doo. You see why people don't want this removed from the game? This is supposed to be an April Fool's joke, but if ArenaNet knows what's good for them, I can even buy an extra life if I want. And there's a shovel, much like in Zelda: A Link to the Past. You can dig for stuff. Oh, you can pick up the bookshelf too. Is he flipping out? Go ahead and break my stuff, I don't care. Yes, smash it. I've always hated that thing. In the end, I see that my hoarding has brought me only sadness. I had too many things. It's good that you are breaking everything. Oh, man. Nice little reference to smashing things in Zelda and all those RPGs and stuff. I'll bet all that stuff respawns if I go back inside, too. So let's kill this snake and go back in the shop. Let's see. Oh, no! The stuff that you smash actually stays smashed. Well, I'm sure if I come back, if I exit the game and I come back in, it'll all have respawned anyways, but... Alright. So... ladies and gentlemen, we've got an online RPG that makes me want to grab a controller and get my controller working in this game. Because for the most part, you just run around and, other than your health potions, you just run around and smash stuff. So you have a jump button and an action button. And if you're playing normal mode that doesn't have these little rainbow thingies, then you'd have to jump through all of this. Seriously. Now, people have been talking about how on earth can, of course you can see underneath that, let me go get hit on purpose by the next enemy I run into here. You can see on purpose that basically all the damage has been normalized. Can I get hurt by running into that bee dog? Invulnerable? I think I can kill that thing now that's picked up. Yeah, see, it did 25 static amounts of damage. It's basically their way of getting hack and slash stuff and action adventure stuff to work in this game. So yeah, see, here we'd have another big jumping puzzle. Okay, so there. See, I took a flat 20 damage. So basically all the RPG elements of Guild Wars 2 get shut off and or bypassed in favor of this kind of stuff. Oh, man. As at least, let's just go through the first level of this. Shoot, my guy looks totally out of place in here with this RPG armor amidst all this Minecraft stuff. But yeah, congratulations, ArenaNet. I've seen other games attempt to do stuff like this, but this is hands down the absolute best one of these that I've seen ever, anywhere. I could totally just play this game and not actually play the Guild Wars 2 content. So, alright, we're going to finish the level, and we're going to run past everything to finish the level. I think if I try this again with a controller, I'll grab another character like my Elementalist. For those of you that noticed the naming similarities, yeah, for whatever reason, whenever I play these RPGs, I keep using the same names over and over again. Like Goodmane, for example, or Jason Goodmane, was actually the name of my cleric back in the original Neverwinter Nights when I used to play on Persistent World Online servers. Kind of a mix between the name Jason and one of the built-in Neverwinter Nights names. So, and of course, I've kind of come up with a name of characters as well. But let's kill another monkey. Checkpoint! And here's the end of the level. We have something similar to a boss sequence. We have this guy stuck inside a cage that you have to smash. And then you've got that evil head thing that's going to start shooting laser beams at you. The end of the zone has been reached. Make sure you're there if you want baubles, because that's what's in the treasure chest. Now, if you get hit by that laser beam, you get knocked off the mountain and you take damage as well. So, what I found last night was the best thing to do is practice your circle strafing skills and just keep hacking away at this cage. I can't see the UI, but if I click the... Oops! This is what I get for trying to get the UI to appear. No worries, we can just find it. We can just kill an enemy to get that heart back because... maybe it's because I'm doing this on easy mode. Come on. Yay, food gives me that heart back. That cage actually has a health bar that you slowly chip away at until the guy inside is rescued. And you can access the stuff in the treasure chest. Yeah, you see, now the cage is starting to look like it's visibly damaged. So, yeah, see, it's taking 25 damage per hit. So it's almost like a boss character quest. And my ring finger hitting the 1 button is really... Actually, it's probably good that I'm playing this with a keyboard and mouse. Woohoo! More baubles! Yay! Thank you for saving me. Here, I'll show you the way to a new place. So we get a reward here. And we go on to level 2. It's probably a good thing that I'm playing with a keyboard and mouse. We continue our adventures in the dark woods where shadows loom. This is as far as I've gotten on this character. Maybe it's a good thing that I'm playing this with a keyboard and mouse instead of a controller, because I don't know how I would circle strafe without a lock-on ability like in Ocarina of Time. But yeah, this is the Super Adventure Box, and if you want to quit the game and you've finally had enough of this stuff, you can just click this little home button here, and you're back to the real Guild Wars 2 game. Now... This is awesome! ArenaNet has completely outdone themselves. I mean, here we were, people were like, hey, is there anything to do in this game once you hit max level? And how are they doing with the content? Well, they do have the Flame and Frost campaign going on. But at the same time, they're putting stuff like this in there. And I seriously think this should be more than an April Fool's joke. Right now, the Super Adventure Box is scheduled to be an April event that goes until April 30th. But, no, seriously, they should do more of this. Because you want to talk about mini-games being game within a game? I haven't seen anything in any other online RPG even come close to this. World of Warcraft this year, I think, had the return of Krabby, their parody of Microsoft Office's Clippy. And of course, there's mini games in WoW as well, like
That would be the optimal outcome.
there's mini games in WoW as well, like the Plants vs Zombies reference I mentioned earlier. And of course, there's also a reference to Joust, one of the daily quests in the not Twilight Highlands, in Mount Hyjal, is like the Joust game where you go around on this bird hitting stuff with a lance. But seriously, game within a game, and it's presented within the lore, within the context of the inventiveness of the Asura. ArenaNet, leave this in the game when April is over. This, among other things like it, could be exactly, the kind of side content that'll keep people playing this game. I say side content because they do have the living world story and stuff like that going on, so it's not the main attraction here, but when you get sick of running around leveling characters and doing dungeons and all that RPG stuff, to be able to switch over to something like that within the same game like this is pretty neat. So I might try this again later on with a controller. And see how playing it with a controller on normal mode is like using one of my other characters.
An informed mind is an agile mind.
An informed mind is an agile mind.
Well, at least the NPCs say something in this game. Tactical retreat! Tactical retreat! I think these are the, this is what, the rate? No, it's the guild stuff. It's not like the Asura-specific stuff. This game is just full of surprises, isn't it? Glad I got back into it, because I would have just missed this if I was still playing WoW or some of the other games out there. But that's the Super Adventure Box. I'll definitely probably be checking it out again with a controller later on if there's controller support in this game, which I think there is. Options, control options. Hold up. You know what? If I can't use a controller in this game, I'm going to use Joy to Key. I'm going to set up a Joy to Key thing so I can play this game with a controller. Yeah, that's what I think I'm going to end up doing. I'll use Joy to Key if I have to, but Super Adventure Box makes me wish this game had controller support. I'll do some playing around with that and probably come back later on. So till next time, this is MultimediaJay signing off. Thanks for stopping by, and game on.